Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 5 things not to do when you go to a step-parent adoption final hearing in Nebraska. Okay, before we get started, hey, my name is Bundy. I am an adoption lawyer and I provide step-parent adoption form templates for families who qualify. So if you're interested in that and you want to save on some lawyer fees for your step-parent adoption, go to adoptionformsexpress.com. So the first thing that you want to not do at a step-parent adoption hearing is using crude, foul, profane language, okay? That is not gonna go well for you in the court. Usually there's a police officer or sheriff in the courtroom. So if you start acting crazy and you're having rude behavior, the judge can ask the sheriff to actually take you out of the courtroom. And that's just gonna be sad because then you have to come back to a hearing 2 or 3 months later, okay? So refrain from using rude, profane, or crude language in the courtroom. The second thing that you do not want to do in a courtroom when you're going for your step-parent adoption hearing is wearing super slouchy casual wear. So what I mean by that is like having a hat on, having sunglasses on, pants that are super slouchy. It's okay to look casual in the sense of you can wear jeans, but you want to think business casual when you're going into a courtroom. The third thing not to do when you're at a court hearing is address the judge by name. If you happen to know who the judge is, maybe you live in a small town in Nebraska, you don't want to call the judge by name. We always call the judge Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's the way that we always communicate with the judge. You don't ever want to call the judge by their first name or even their last name. The fourth thing not to do at a court hearing for your step-parent adoption is be unprepared. Okay, the judge scheduled the hearing because you asked them to, right? So if you grabbed a hold of our templates through Adoption Forms Express and you went through all of the instructions and now you're finally at the hearing, you don't want to be unprepared. You want to bring all the documentation that we tell you to bring because you're going to need that. The judge is going to need to sign that paperwork. So you want to make sure that whatever paperwork is needed, that you bring it with you so that it doesn't delay the process. If you are unprepared, the judge is just going to continue the hearing for another day, which usually means that you're going to have to come back 2 or 3 months later because the court's calendar is really busy. Okay, so you want to refrain from doing that. You want to make sure that when you come to court, you are prepared and you can get your case done as soon as possible. The fifth thing that you do not want to do in court is ask the judge for legal advice, especially if you're representing yourself. Now, if you have an attorney with you, you don't ever want to ask the judge for legal advice because you should be asking your attorney. But if you don't have an attorney and you're there pro se is what we call it, without representation, the judge cannot give you legal advice. They may give you some direction. Sometimes judges are nice and they'll say, they'll give you some like general direction, but they cannot give you legal advice. The judge will usually tell you you're going to need to talk to an attorney because they're not your attorney. So before you go into court, if you don't have a lawyer, make sure that you know what the law is, make sure that you know what it is that you're looking for. And again, if you're using our step-parent adoption form templates through Adoption Forms Express, we will give you all of the instructions about what to do so you're prepared. All right, guys, those are the 5 things not to do at a hearing for your step-parent adoption final hearing in Nebraska. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.